paragraph 11, look at verse 13 of chapter 4. This is just an introduction to these paragraphs. We're going to have a lot of good studying in each one. But a maturing walk of faith will trust their future to God. Now that's going to go against all of American culture, because American culture is you need a financial planner, you need a financial plan, you've got to have a retirement plan, Social Security, you can't count on that, so you've got to take control of your financial future. And God says, no, you've got to give me control, God says, of your financial future. And a maturing saint and a walk of faith will trust their future to God. Verse 13 of chapter 4 says, maturing saints never mistakenly put their confidence in empty wealth. The wealth of the capitalized corporations of America has gone up so much in the last year or two. It's astounding. And you know what? It can go down just as fast. Look what happened in Japan when their stock market bubble burst at 38,000 yen and went down to 19,000 or 10,000 yen, whatever it went to. I mean, people were jumping out of the tops of the windows because they had staked their life on that paper. God says, don't stake your life on paper. Stake your life on the rock, me. He says, I'll never let you down. Maturing saints use God's daily planner that's called Lord Willing in verse 15. And finally, we'll do chapter 5 real quick. Turn to chapter 5. The first paragraph in chapter 5 is, verses 1 through 6, a maturing walk of faith will avoid the dangers of wealth. I mean, look at chapter 5 if you want to get stepped on. Come now, you rich, weep and howl for the miseries that are coming upon you. Your riches have rotted. Your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is rusting, and their rust is a witness against you. It will consume your flesh like fire. Doesn't sound like God wants us to hoard stuff. Did you know when Jesus said, don't lay up your treasures on earth, do you know the word He used? He says, don't lay things on top of one another. He says, you don't need to have stacks of stuff. Have you walked into your closet lately and seen how many things we have like this? We have so many things. We have so much stuff. And then you go to the safety deposit box, we've got more of it stacked. And God says, the goal in life is not to stack stuff. He says, if you keep it, you lose it. If you give it away, you keep it forever. Boy, that's a novel idea, isn't it? Look at verse 7. The 11th paragraph. A maturing walk of faith waits patiently for Christ's return. And finally, in verse 13, the last paragraph of this book, a maturing walk of faith will pray all the way through life.